Welcome to another episode of OMGeek.
Today we will be talking about Ender's Game.
And the nerd boners are real. Finally, after 28 years of patiently waiting for this novel to go from the book to the silver screen, it finally came out, and the OMGeek Crew was there on the release date to go watch it last week.
With a 28-year wait for the movie version of Ender's Game, this movie is really one to be enjoyed by all audiences.
I've been a huge fan of the book for a really long time, and I'm glad that the visual effects of the movie industry has finally caught up with the visual that the author had for the movie.
Unlike Alex, I only recently read the books. After reading the book and seeing the trailers, I was really excited for the release.
I know many people who haven't read the book, but were very pleased with the movie. And as a standalone film, it's great. It has wonderful visual effects, great plot twists, and great acting from all key players, and a lot of nerdy jokes spread throughout the film.
I agree with Alex. I personally thought they did an excellent job with the casting, though I do feel that those who saw the movie but didn't read the books are going to really enjoy it the most. As many of you know who love books who have been turned into movies, we have certain expectations going into the films, and often we are left wanting. With Ender's Game, I was torn between wondering why they left so much out and being amazed at what they did have in the movie.
My gripe with the movie was that Gavin Hood chose to cut so much from the story. The biggest being Valentine and Peter posing as Locke and Demosthenes. Additionally, the decision to make the movie a PG-13 rated film forces them to dilute the amount of violence that's in the book. Particularly, I'm talking about the portrayal of Ender and his quote-unquote Peter side, where in the book he kills Stinson and Bonzo, but in the movie he only hospitalizes them.
The PG-13 choice I felt was justified in making the movie available to a wider audience. In terms of Ender's struggle with his fear of becoming his brother, I really wish they had left that in the film. I feel that his fear was an important part of his decision-making throughout the book and the movie, as well as his feelings towards being, well, the chosen one.
In the movie, Ender spends a majority of his time being isolated while trying to win the respect of his peers. But back on Earth, we literally learn nothing about his siblings, who play a key political role.
Valentine and Peter's political endeavors on Earth play a big role in Ender's ability to return home after the war with the Buggers is over. Additionally, they set the stage for the rest of the series.
Another thing, while the visual effects are wonderfully done, we're talking about Ender's Game here, not like Avatar. You have a great story with rich character development as well as growth. You have political tension on Earth as well as up in space. You have deep military, math, and science-based themes throughout the entire book. So why throw all that away for some big action sequence when really the core focus is about the character development, relationships, and the settings?
It's not just the battle sequences that make the plot so amazing, but the intellectual level of these children who are chosen to participate in the battle school. You understand Ender's brilliance throughout the movie via Graf's commentary on his decisions, but you really only get a hint of his fellow soldiers' intelligence.
Additionally, if you have no idea how ridiculous Ender looks at the end of his Xbox Connect DDR hand controls during the simulation for the final battle, let me show you how ridiculous he looks without some visual effects. Alright, now with some visual effects.
We don't have that in our budget. I've just been told by our producer that visual effects are not in the budget.
How is that not in the budget? How are simple visual effects not in the budget? I was promised visual effects. That's the only reason I agreed to... What the hell?
Well, that's all for us. Thank you for watching.